Alright, so as y'all most know, I've been a realtor now for about 3 years, going on 3 years, and I absolutely love it. But not every day is the glamorous closing deals and, living it up big time. There's ups and downs, and real estate's a very roller coaster type of industry, and there's always ups and downs. And the funny thing is, I always kind of knew I wanted to be a realtor. I'm talking about like when I was like 12 or 13 years old. Like, it's crazy. It went back a long time. But I did get a football scholarship and I went to college. And when you're in college, you take a whole bunch of courses and you choose a field that you're supposed to just know what you want to do out of high school. And real estate wasn't one of those things. So I did explore a whole bunch of different fields and I got my degree. But I always knew I really wanted to be heavily involved in investing in real estate. And once I got my degree, I left college and ended up getting my real estate license. And you know what? My first week of real estate, I did get my first deal, and it just catapulted me into this expectation that, I'm gonna be making so much money. And then 4 months went by and I didn't do a deal the whole time. I was living off that first commission and thinking to myself, how am I gonna do this? Like, how am I gonna do this forever? Because a lot of agents only do 1 to 2 deals, if that, every single year. And I was headed down that path and I was getting pretty nervous. Trying to figure out how to get leads, I sat there and I looked in the mirror and I said, are you working hard enough? And to be completely honest, I just wasn't. Many real estate agents tell people that, if you can make it through the first year, the first couple of years, you should be okay in the industry. And to be honest, after those 4 months went by, I ended up being able to string them together about 5 to 7 deals total my first year. And that was all right for me. I made about $47,000 my first year. And to be honest, that's fine. It was okay. I mean, there's people out there that probably made less, but to me, it just wasn't enough. Obviously, I was struggling. Maria and I couldn't afford the things that we wanted to do, and I just thought, this isn't exactly what I thought real estate was going to be like. So my second year, I finally made the move to go and join a different brokerage. Not saying my first brokerage was bad or anything. I just wanted to be in more of a smaller team environment. And I joined this brokerage. And luckily I was able to double the amount of money I made in my second year. And now in my third year, I've doubled what I made in my second year. So hopefully I do more than that. But the goal is to continue to grow. But for some reason, I just didn't feel accomplished. Every day I'd be sitting there thinking, you know what, I could be doing so much more. And I just knew that I wasn't even scratching the surface of what real estate could be for me. The industry is all about adapting. And luckily I'm part of a team where my team leader, my boss, is literally one of the best to do it. Shout out to Salerno Realty, shout out to Mark Salerno, but literally he's one of the best to do it. So I'm lucky enough to be able to learn from him directly. But at the same time, it's kind of hard. It's kind of messing with my mental. I think that's just my personality, but I expect a lot from myself. And anytime I feel like I'm doing a lot, or I feel like I'm working extremely hard, or I did enough for the day, I think about, what is my boss doing? And is he working harder than me? And most of the time my answer is always, of course he is. He's literally killing the game. So I'm learning how to balance work life and personal life, and a lot of the times that area can get blurred very fast. Especially with my daughter on the way, I admit I need to get a lot better with time management, because right now I'm not doing the best at it. Simply speaking, everyone is awarded the same amount of time during the day, and frankly speaking, I waste a lot of it. And especially in my industry, when you work in real estate, you're your own boss. So nobody's checking in on you, making sure that you're doing the right things on a day-to-day basis and making sure that you're working hard enough. It's all up to you. You have to be really real with yourself. And basically, I did start this YouTube to be a little bit more accountable on myself. And the last few weeks, last month, it's not been going the best. I've been posting less, and I don't want to make excuses, but simply speaking, I've sort of failed so far. And that's okay, because I've learned that obviously throughout my whole life, failing is amazing. Fail as many times as you can, and in turn, that's gonna create something strong in the future. Obviously, it's excuses, and everyone can make excuses, but life hit me hard in the last few months, and I just need to get better at that, and I think it really comes down to time management. And I am extremely hard on myself. So hard. Maria knows, my wife, thank you so much for supporting me all the time and telling me, things are great, but I am hard on myself. And I need to learn how to celebrate the little wins along the way, because the process is what's the best part of it at the end of the day. And I do look to the future a lot, which is great. I always want to plan and be prepared for the future. And sometimes I can distract myself from some of the amazing things that are happening during the present. Call it the Gemini in me, but it's hard for me to be happy because I always want more. I just do. And like I said, Maria's there. She knows. I can say I hate myself, but at the same time, I love myself. So it's just something that I deal with, and I need to do better at balancing that a little bit more. So basically, if I have any advice for anyone who's watching this, anyone who's struggling with work or struggling with their purpose, all I can really say is just enjoy the process. Some days are gonna suck, some days are gonna be great. That's life. It's a roller coaster, and realize that you do have people around you that care for you and are always going to be there for you to lean on them. And to be honest, the fact that we're even here today, walking around, breathing, speaking, is a blessing on its own. So just be aware that we're extremely lucky to be here, and let's actually get towards something and not waste our life. We can find motivation in anything. So if you're ever having doubts about what you're doing in life, the big decision or even smaller decisions, think about who or what you're doing this for. Just go for it.